Good evening. Hello, my little sugar wiggles. What's shaking? What's going on, my little beautiful butterflies? I'm here. Come on in. Bring a friend. We sipping on some margarita tonight. Bring your choice of beverage in tonight. I don't know what yours is, but this is mine for tonight. Come on in and let's chat about it. While y'all coming, oh look at Sting. Sting is the first one in here tonight. So while the rest of them showing up, I'm fixing to get me some ice because this started out as a frozen margarita. But while taking a shower and kind of cleaning up from the day to come out here, it's no longer frozen. So I got to go get some ice. You drinking orange juice? You've been kind of ailing things, so that might be a good thing for you. Hold your horses and let me get me a little ice. It's been a long, hard week for me. But tomorrow is what? Friday. Yes, it is. I made it now. It's all good. Let me see who coming up in here to chat with me tonight. Miss Audrey made it too. Thank you, Miss Audrey. I appreciate that. Go back up for a minute. Sting is drinking her orange juice. Hello, Katrina. Good evening. How are you? Hey, Miss Joy. And my Tasha T. That's good enough for me. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in and let's chat about this. I ain't gonna be here long tonight. But I've been having some trolls coming into the chat with all this mega 2024 and Trump this and Trump that. But till date, not one of them said, I'm voting for Trump because. That's what I've been waiting to hear. Don't come over here advertising for Trump on my channel because I ain't vote for him. I already voted. So if you will come over here and advertise on my channel and think you're going to advertise for the rest of the way for free, no, Miss Audrey Sting and whoever else the moderators, hey, take them out tonight because I gave them all week. We've been talking about this all week long. Ain't no room for them no more. They don't even know why they voting. They want to make America great again. That's an insult to America to me. That's an insult to me as an American. For you to say you're going to make it great again as if it ain't great now. Get your mega butt out of here. Not tonight. We ain't doing it like that, baby. Audrey, yes, but they have to paint the wall. What y'all talking about? Let me go back up. Thank y'all for taking them out. Ain't nobody trying to hear them tonight. We gave y'all an opportunity. Many days I let you express your opinion. Find you another channel and get on about your business. Excuse me. Let's go. Me too, Ms.V. I vote today. Good for you. You don't have a right to say or express anything. If you just over here campaigning for somebody, knowing doggone well you ain't registered, much less gonna vote if you ain't registered, we can't do it like that, baby. No, you going on, like I say, and find you somebody that's with him, and y'all go over there and y'all discuss it. We ain't discussing him over here, not in that light anyway. Okay? So the message is really for the trolls. So y'all just gonna have to sit on the sideline. Hello, Banda, how you doing? And Sophia, welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Who voted? Somebody just voted. I saw it. Was it you, Tasha T? I'm not sure because the message was retracted. But anyway, we carrying this conversation over from school today. Some of the co-workers and I were sitting down and we were talking, okay, you voted by mail. Good, good. It don't matter how you vote, as long as you voted, okay? That's all I'm expressing out here. Get up off your tutti frutti and go do it. That's it. Broken but unbothered is up in the building. How you, sugar? How you doing? So I'm carrying this conversation over from some of my co-workers. So, I already told you, one, I was very disappointed in her because she has never voted. She has never even registered to vote, and she's 57 years old. You talking about trying to retire and you've never even voted before? Oh my word. Okay. So anyway, we started this conversation off today at work, and my little friend that I sit on the side of, she asked me, she said, have you voted yet? I said, yeah, I went down yesterday and I made my vote. I said, it wasn't too hard. I didn't have to really think about it too hard. But for those of you who are between a rock and a hard place, like I told you, you got to sit down and weigh your options. You got to sit down and figure out where you are in life and what you feel the benefit of voting for that person is going to be for you. Don't follow the leader on this. How do you feel? Only you know your finances. Y'all gonna work tonight because they coming up in here trolling like crazy. And I'm thanking them for the views, okay? Just come on in here and give me a view and go on fall off in the ocean and drown. Also, I want to tell y'all that Kamala is gonna be in Houston tomorrow. Now, I didn't know that till this evening. I would have taken the whole day off. They got a little policy down there where if you're going to take the whole day off, you got to call in sick. Now, I couldn't go out there to wherever she's going to be. And that's the other thing. We don't know yet where she's going to be. They haven't announced it because they have to put up security and get the wherever she's going to be all with the police officers and whoever's going to be there to protect her and the people there. So we probably won't know until tomorrow. They said early Friday. And you don't want it overcrowded with people where they can't maintain the crowds either. What you talking about, Hot Wayne? Talking about, damn, what you laughing at? I ain't said nothing funny yet. I will before it's over with, guaranteed though. So I've been thinking, how I'm going to do this? Am I going to go to work in the morning and take off a half a day after I find out where she is? Or how am I going to do this? I don't know. I got to call up Miss Margaret and keep her on the phone line for tomorrow to call me and let me know where she's going to be. That's going to determine if I'm going to take off tomorrow afternoon, but I need to know before I leave work at 10 o'clock that I'm not going to be back at 1 o'clock. Or I need to call in the morning and take a day off. And I think it's a rule to that they need to know 24 hours in advance if you're not sick. So that might have messed me up. But I'm going to try my best to get there. That would be awesome to meet her or to just be there and see her. Either way, matters not to me. Okay. Hey, Miss LaWanda, how you doing? So, let me see if I missed anybody else. It's going to be hard between all these shows. I don't want to miss nobody, but dang. Penguins came in. Hello, Penguins, how you doing? Welcome. Okay. Y'all troll right on in and they going to troll you right on out. They going to work tonight, baby. I ain't going to be on here a long time, okay? Because I see they coming tonight. And I think I spoke to you, LaWanda. If I did, hello. So let's start off by talking about some people don't even realize about the Supreme Court justice and what they do. First of all, you always heard that the Supreme Court justices are in there for life. Well, I researched it, and that's not necessarily true. Okay? So right now we have 9 Supreme Court justices in there. The oldest one in there is Clarence Thomas. Been in that 33 years and 1 day. And we all know he got a story that came out, but it still didn't stop him the president actually appoints these Supreme Court justices. While Trump was in there the last time, he had the opportunity to bring in some Supreme Court justice. The one in there right now with the least amount of time is Brown Jackson. He has 2 years, 116 days. He's the shortest term Supreme Court justice. Since 2020, we've had Roberts. Now, Roberts heads up the Supreme Court. I'm going somewhere with this now, so don't y'all get confused and I don't want to hear that or whatever. I'm going somewhere with this. Is something you need to understand about this. The president that you put in there also nominates one of the highest powers in the land. Understand it, okay? So not only are you voting for his policies or her policies and what they are going to contribute to society, but you also are putting in there a federal Supreme Court justice, okay? So we've had Roberts since 2020, and he's somewhat conservative. And we've also had one that Obama put in there named Kager. George W. Bush put quite a few in there. He also was the one who nominated and put Roberts in there. And he heads up. He is the, I don't know if you want to call him magistrate. He's the top dog when it comes to the Supreme Court justice. All right? So the Constitution states that justices shall hold their offices for life unless they have misconduct and bad behavior. Now, I had never seen that before. I'd only heard that they're in there for life. But I beg to differ with you right now, since I've already done a little research on this. No research ever stated that they can be removed from office by impeachment. Have you ever heard that before? Found it today. They don't have to stay in there a lifetime. The only justice to be impeached in history was Associate Justice Samuel Chase. How long has that been, y'all? This is 2024. That was in 1805. So all these Supreme Court justices that's been put in office, they've been in there until they kick the bucket. Okay? Samuel Chase was his name in 1805. John Marshall is often referred to as the Great Chief Justice because of his decision he wrote in an early Supreme Court case. Who is the most powerful of the justice that we have in there now? We have 9 of them in there, okay? So who do you think is the most powerful after what I just told you? The Chief Justice of the United States is the highest ranking officer in the federal judicial system, appointed by the president. So right now, the most powerful one in there, you can almost take a guess at it. It's Roberts. He's heading it up. William Howard Taft. Now, this is how far this thing goes back. Back in September the 15th, 1857 through March the 8th of 18, it would have been 18. I want to say 19. This is so far back. 1857 until 1870 was the 27th president, the 10th Chief Justice. So he was only one of the presidents that has held 2 spots. He was Chief Justice as well as President of the United States. Nobody has done it since him. Now, let me take a minute and go up and see what y'all are talking about here. I don't want to miss no comments because I get to talking and forget I'm in here on a live. Okay, I welcome Penguin. Let me go on down. Y'all taking the trolls out. Thank you so much. Hey, Miss LaWanda, how you doing? They said it's going to be 3 to 8 p.m., but no location yet. Yeah, That's what I saw. And I was thinking, okay, I get off at 6. We could drive in and be there for an hour. But then I could also take off at 10 tomorrow after the morning run and not do the evening run, Miss Audrey, if I knew what the location was going to be. But that's the problem. You don't know yet. Okay. But Miss Audrey, if you find out, please let me know if it's before 10 o'clock. If it's after 10 o'clock, it's going to be very hard to take off because there has to be a monitor on the bus for the children for special needs. She can't pull out the parking lot unless she has a monitor. Okay? Broken but unbothered is up in here. Okay, getting on down, getting on down. Hey, go get her. How's it going? What's up, Brittany? Class of ladies in the building. Miss Audrey said, hey, Brittany, with that pretty hairstyle. That is a beautiful hairstyle you have, Brittany. That is very becoming on you. I like the colors. I like the cut. That was really classy. I did like it. Hey, Savannah, how you doing? Okay. Jennifer, who did Thomas just wait, Justice Thomas called the biggest racist ever? Who you know who? Jennifer, you don't have to ask that. Clarence violated the misconduct policy. He's the reason I don't like Coca-Cola. LaWanda, he should have been impeached long time ago because they do have the power to do it. But it's very hard for a president to put you in there and then also take you out of there. And then the one on the next watch went on and put their people in. And it's like they're forgetting or they just not trying to do it, I guess, because they do have that power going on. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? He was done dirty. They yanked his biography from PBS during the last election. He was narrating his biography. Who are you talking about, Jennifer? He was done dirty. Hey, Miss Libra 4, how you doing? Love and blessed, getting a little to bed. Okay, go ahead on, Jennifer. We'll talk later. And class of lady says she early voted. So a lot of people over here are getting out the way. Nobody wants to stand in no line on November the 5th. And you don't even know how the weather is going to be in your neck of the woods. It could be pouring down rain. It could be snowing if you live up north or maybe on the East Coast. I wasn't taking no chances on it. Car could break down on the way. Anything could happen, God forbid. Okay? He was framed. He called the two biggest, Teddy and Joe, Clarence Thomas. Okay, you talk about Clarence Thomas. Okay. And LaWanda is agreeing. Good evening, Kendra Corner. Miss Lieber says she voted today also. I'm proud of y'all. Like I say, if you don't vote, don't come out here saying nothing at all because that's a right. People died for you to go and vote. So I'm not trying to hear it. Whether your person wins or not win, you put forth the effort to get them there. So when the Supreme Court rules on a constitutional issue, that judgment is virtually final. That's why it's so important that you elect the right person so they can put the right person in power. It all comes together. It all makes sense. Hey, Chase, how you doing? Blessings, justice for all. Exactly. And will we ever see it, Chase? I don't know. It's hard to say that we'll all come together as one and we'll all have equal rights and justice for all. The voting place close to me is right across the street. Couldn't get out an early vote because of the situation with my water heater. But rest assured, I'll be the first one in line on November the 5th. I know you for real. Hey, Ramona J. I'm doing great. You at work? Okay. Thanks for coming in listening. And Lady JJ is in the building tonight. Hey. All right, let's move on. So we established that the Supreme Court rules on a constitutional issue, that judgment is virtually final. It's their decision that they can only be altered by a procedure of the Constitution of a new ruling by the court. That's a mouthful to say. So let me try to break it down for you. It's a decision that can only be altered only by the procedure of the Constitution. Is that perhaps why he wanted to get rid of the Constitution? Think about it, people. People are not listening. They're not absorbing this. They're not trying to discern what this man is really doing and what he's really saying. Okay? So he said he wanted to get rid of it. I'm just repeating what he said, okay? Now, if that be the case, if you got rid of the Constitution, everything that goes along with it would be gone. People could come in and just make a random decision, a spur of the moment decision, and it's over. You have nothing. You have no anything that the forefathers established for you to follow. All right. So that's on his watch. That's what he wants to do. Now you got the Supreme Court saying that it's okay for a woman not to have a choice over her body. If she is raped or if she has incest with a family member or whatever may have happened to cause her to have a pregnancy that she does not want, how did they come off in the bedroom and tell you what to do? This is just so over the top for me. I don't think government should have anything to do with a woman's body parts and telling her what she can and cannot do with her body. That's wrong. And that's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it, okay? And I'm not even in that predicament where I would even get pregnant. But I'm thinking about millions of Americans who are going through this now. It's awful. Gary's in the building. He said, that's communism. We supposed to be a democracy though, right, Gary? What a mess, hot mess. Tell it, sis. Life of 3 and T. I'm just telling you what is out there. And maybe some people missed it, but I'm going to bring it to your attention and then you can go research it for yourself. Okay? And I always leave it like that. Don't just take my word for it. Go look it up for yourself. Okay? If you haven't heard about it. So on June the 30th, 2022, 6 justices were appointed by the Republican Party, which means if there are 9 of them, only 3 were appointed by the Democratic Party. Hughes, from back in the day, ran against President Woodrow Wilson, but had to submit his resignation. So he was one of the first to be impeached. Okay? Now, these justices that we have today, Clarence Thomas is the oldest one. He's 75 years old. They range from 75 to 53, which means they all are of age. I'm not going to call them old. I'm going to say of age. But they can stay in there until death do them part. Now, we all looked at the little old lady. I ain't got nothing bad to say about the little lady. She done rested in peace now and gone on. But y'all saw that lady up there so old she couldn't hardly hold her head up. And every time we saw her, she was up there asleep. Now, you know you should have put somebody else in there. Now, that is one of the things that I think it was written into the Constitution. But I just think at some point it needs to be changed. People have go through dementia. They have all kind of things wrong with them. How can you make a decision when you sleep and you wake up and they tell you what happened when you were asleep and you go along with it? That ain't right. No, 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 no. Some things are just wrong and they just wrong. Um, Gary saying he agree. Christina, good evening. How you doing? Friend is in the building. Early voting starts Saturday the 26th in Indianapolis. Okay, so y'all have a different time frame. And I didn't realize that from state to state is different, but that makes sense. Hey, Miss Lily, how you doing? Okay, y'all speaking. So getting on down. Okay, we've established that there are 9 of them, 6 by the Republican Party that Republican presidents put in the office, 3 that Democratic presidents put in the office, ranging from 75 to 53 of age. All right. So another impeachment happened back in 1804. And this was because he was refusing to dismiss biased jurors and excluding or limiting defense witnesses in 2 politically positive cases. Thank you, Lady JJ, because I've really been pushing it over here on my channel. I don't be watching nobody else's channel that much because I'm working to see if anybody has even said anything about voting. But to me, all this other stuff we've been talking about in the past is irrelevant at this point right now over here on Chatting with Ms.V. We've been talking about Diddy, but Diddy ain't going to change a darn thing in our lives. And Diddy can't even go out there and vote. So we're not going to stress ourselves with him. Miss Audrey said Beyonce is to be at the Houston rally. Well, that would make a lot of sense. She's a Houston girl who, you know, had made it to her claim to fame. So that's good. Okay. Born and raised right there in 3rd Ward. Okay. Mama's from Galveston. Darion was the last name. The product that they put out here, the purse, I don't know if they had clothes or not, but I remember the purses. Okay, that was the grandmother's last, Beyonce's grandmother's last name was Darion. That's where that name came from. Okay. Naptown. Okay, y'all are speaking to each other. I watch every live you do. Really, Lady JJ? Thank you so much. Now that really, really, that touches my heart, Lady JJ, that you would catch every live. And a few people do. They really do. And they let me know if they can't be in the live, they catch the live. And I try to bring something to the table every time I come out here that's going to benefit everybody. Yeah, we get on a little drama from time to time when people come after us, but it only lasts for a few hours and I'm done. I'm done with that because that ain't going to do nothing for me at all. This can change my whole world and your world. This election. Let's go on back here. Let me see. I wished I could have gotten tickets for Friday to be there. Exactly. But I didn't even know about it until today when I was taking Miss Margaret to the doctor. And she mentioned to me. And I was like, well, she said, I just found out. So they kept that pretty much a secret. Aaron, hey, good evening. I see you listened to me, took that Baltimore Ravens shirt off. I'm going to put it right back on whenever the next game is, which is probably the weekend. I got a white one. I got some more numbers. You'll see some more. I took that one. I can't wear it every day. I'll be running around here. Y'all be talking about Ms.V. I can't be doing that now. It needs to be washed and stuff. Brittany say liked and shared, Ms.V. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate that. We don't need a facet in office. I'm going, okay? Go ahead on then, Gary. Lady JJ is laughing. Yo is up in the building. I recognize the name tonight. You done changed it again too, Lord. I just see the wrench, and when the wrench come in and there's a long old handle on it, I know that's niece Pooh over there, okay? So, the president cannot remove federal judges. Now, once they're in there, That's why people say they are in there for life. And that's kind of bad business to me. It really is. Louisa, hey, sweetie, always looking good. How are you? Great, great. Made my day. And you know what I tell you, on Thursdays, baby, I can hang all night and still go to work the next day. It's something about Friday, knowing I got that weekend to follow. I don't need a lot of sleep. Okay, what you talking about, Aaron? You supposed to have a Dallas Cow, baby. I'm not gonna put no Dallas nothing up in here. Now you go over to brother-in-law's house and sis's house, and then they Dallas folks over there, but ain't no Dallas folks over here, Aaron. Now you know better than that. Y'all got a beautiful stadium. I like y'all's colors, but other than that, mm mm. I barely let him up in here. I let him up in here a couple of weeks ago. Tasha was out of town, so we watched the game together. The Cowboys, when they got that beat down, not the last beat down, the beat down before. And you don't like that, do you? So you brought it up, though. You ought to be over here messing with me, okay? And then my Ravens played later. He just was so sure they were gonna lose. That's what you get for playing with me. Don't play with me when it come to my Ravens. We serious when it come to them, okay? Don't nobody be trying to take no L's. We be trying to do them W's, baby. Gary said he believe in term limits. I do too. I think that just like the president, the vice president, everybody's got a term, the mayor, the governor, they should have a term also. Because you can stay in there too long and get antiquated and lose your mind up in there. How we gonna know if these people still cognitive or not? We don't see them. We ain't there. We don't even know them. We just know their names. That's it and that's all. Mm-mm. Let's see. What you talking about? Oh, you talking to somebody, Brittany. Okay. Or you better have a Houston, Texas. I'm not putting neither one of them on. And you can't make me, Aaron. I got Saints and I got Ravens. And I'm done with that, okay? Now, you can put on any of them you want to, but you ain't fixing to tell me who to put on. I'm going to put on who I want to. Hello to all. Can't really speak at work listening. That's okay, Ramona J. Baby, don't lose your job fooling with us over here because we're going to be out here every day, sometimes twice a day. Sometimes we ain't going to make it at all. Other times we just going to be out here hanging out, okay? Matters not to me. Miss Sandra, I didn't realize you were live. That's okay. Some people are saying they getting notifications. Some are not getting notifications, Miss Sandra. I'm just glad you made it. Gary is back on it. He said they take bribes. Yes, they do. Mm-hmm. You gonna get me? Okay, well, come on. Chiefs and Steelers in my house. Okay, so who's your team, Lady JJ? We can flip back and forth over here. We can start off with one thing and talk about another. The tie was justice for all, okay? So, are you a Chief or are you a Steeler? Which one? Now, Chiefs. Wow. I can't say nothing. Y'all might be doing a. Gary is a Patriot. They're not doing too good right now, Gary. But life is gonna get better for them. Since Brady left, something happened. I don't know. But them Chiefs might be doing a three-peat. I don't know. Husband is a Steeler. That's our rivalries. Tell him it's a Raven fan in the house. We can talk noise, Lady JJ. Um, Chiefs are losers. Oh, no, they not, baby. They done double tapped twice here for the Super Bowl. Might be a three-peat, like I say. Aaron said Chiefs are still you. Oh, that's right. You a Cowboy, a Texan fan. It's all good. Ms.V, you get on stage tomorrow. Dance with Beyonce. All single ladies, put your hands up. Put your hands up in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Okay. The Chiefs look real good, Gary. They really, really do. I I don't know who Yo-Yo is for Sting. I've been trying to figure it out because she'll talk about this one when they win. She'll talk about that one when they win, and then she'll be blasting one. I get confused with her. She like the older brother. I think it's whoever wins the game, that's who he with. Okay. He listen, we 6-0, how we losers. Exactly. Oh, argue with people that don't know what they talking about. It ain't good to go back and forth. They put too much strain on your heart. Just let them talk. The stats speak for themselves. Lady JJ, don't worry about her. She sometimes little, messed up, and she gonna be all right. Justice for all. Word up. Trader Todd, USA is in the building. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. We done went from justice for all to the football. It is Thursday night football, okay? Do you watch NBA? But I don't care too much for basketball. You know when I stopped, I used to love it. But when I stopped watching basketball was a long time ago when they did that strike. And then they came back. I never went back. But I used to love basketball because it's a fast game and they moving up and down the court. And it's physical, just like football. They be elbowing and knocking each other out and falling on each other. I like that. So you're a 49ers. Y'all mediocre this year. Mm-hmm. And I always remember in 2011, we won that second Super Bowl championship in New Orleans against the 49ers because the two brothers were playing against each other. One mother was on one side and the other father was on the other side. And that's how they split it up with the two brothers. Uh-huh. What's up, Pierre's in the building, content creator, y'all? Anything else you got to say, Yo-Yo, before I get back to Justice for All? Huh? We going to the Super Bowl this year. Girl, how y'all gonna get past the Chiefs? Yo-Yo, he's talking real crazy, y'all. For real. Pat her on the head and tell her, baby, it's gonna be all right. It's all right, nap time. I have nothing to say. In the safe zone, I saw your live part of it today. Y'all really have to go over there and catch her live too. She talked about autism today. And that's dear to my heart there. And I asked her one question. Why is it so much autism in the world today? I mean, we've never seen this much. Why we got like 20 children on a special needs bus and a couple of handicaps with autism and maybe at least 15 buses rolling out in a small little city like Dickinson, Texas. And they got 6 new buses coming in and 6 of the real mini short buses coming in. And then they got vans that's picking up kids. I asked her, where did it come from? She explained it and made sense. It's technology. They are equipped now to diagnose it, where in the past, they weren't. So these kids got no help in the past, basically. And I never looked at it that way. But all I could see is every day, when we first started school, we were getting a new kid. The more subdivisions we pick up, the more kids we get, the more buses they have to buy. But it's a really, really good live because she breaks it down in stages. I've done one on autism back last year. I don't know what I named it even, but I basically broke it down like she did. But now I'm living all of this stuff that she was saying. There's levels to this game when it comes to autism. And last year I had mild to medium or average. This year I have severe, most of mine. I might have one out of the high school is not severe, maybe moderate. In my junior high school, almost every one of them. In my elementary, more of nonverbals with autism. Yes, and it's kind of sad. I see maybe one on that elementary bus being able to get off by first grade. He's 3. It's a sad situation. But I am glad that they have medication for him. By the way, I got popped in the head today. My friend, we've been doing good. That's the one that bit me last year. And we've been doing real good this year. And all of a sudden, she got mad at me today because one of the kids had a birthday party. His mother brought off over muffins. This is how petty it can be and how quick they can get agitated and go off on you, and they very strong. So I'm sitting behind her today, and she said, "Oh, Miss V, I want a cupcake." And I said, "Well, these were for Caden's birthday, and I'm not sure if he wants to take them home." He came back in, he passed them to me. He's nonverbal, but he understands everything. So she was determined I was going to give her one of his cupcakes, and I was determined I wasn't. I was going to let him decide if he was going to leave them on the bus with me to give them to them, or if he wanted to take them off the bus and take them in the house with him because he has other siblings. Baby, before I knew it, I was looking down, and she had bopped me upside the head so fast, her head was spinning. I said, "Oh, Lord have mercy." I was so mad. And you got to catch yourself, because the first thing you want to do is pop her back. You can't do that. So you got to talk to her. That's not nice. That was very ugly, very disrespectful. Now I'm gonna have to write you up. I'm gonna have to call your mom, and that's when most of them are afraid of their mothers. No, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And I truly believe that she meant it, because she started crying, just pouring tears. But that's what you get when you work with them. You don't never know when they gonna go off and when they gonna snap about the least little thing. So if you have a child that's not going through that, count your blessings. Hey TNT, how you doing, sugar? Good evening, Vanessa. Not getting any notifications. I'm sorry, that's YouTube. I'm coming out here and I'm doing the best I can. So I don't know what else they want me to do. I don't. And I don't know what to tell you to do. If somebody in the chat knows what to tell her to do, because I used to tell people to subscribe and unsubscribe and make sure the bell is change colors. Because if you just hit it and it doesn't change color to like white or whatever, you're not going to get your notifications, even though you told it to. You got to watch that bell turn another color. But I apologize for YouTube. That's the best I can do. What's up, Alex? How you doing? Okay, so I'm assuming everybody in here coming in late. We've talked about voting. We talked about justice, equal rights for everybody. Talking about the Supreme Court system and how important it is to us, because the president that's in there during that time will nominate and put that person on the Supreme Court justice. Yes, Aaron, I'm outside of Houston. South Houston. Alex is speaking to everybody because that is how they were born. Go on. What? How? I didn't get that, TNT. I thought that was yo saying something about that football. But I don't understand that one. Rewrite it or make it clear to me. Steen said, yes, we're in Texas. Yes, the biggest state in the United States. Chase is saying, that is why I'm in Corsicana, Texas. Corsicana, Texas. Where is Corsicana, Texas? I don't know what it is, Aaron. Is that East Texas? Down there, Longview, maybe? Corsicana. Sounds like it's up near Arkansas, bordered near Arkansas. I don't know. Tell me. What's up, Prince Strickland? How you doing, sugar? Welcome. I would love to work with children to help them. Well, there's plenty jobs here in this area. I don't know about your area, but you can teach. You can be a paraprofessional. They looking for monitors. They looking for bus drivers. They looking for maintenance to keep the buses running. Anything in transportation and anything in the school, every day you can go on the website and join up. Yep. And I was told last week, I've been out of school since the 70s. That lady told me that I had a degree. One of my degrees is in early childhood development. She told me all you got to do is apply. And I was like, I don't have to go back to school. I don't have to take no refresher course. No, because you coming right off of transportation with working with the children right into the classroom. I was like, well, let me check out the salary here too, because I'll still be working with them. Hey, Marie, how you doing, babe? Um, Temple Granning said that probably half the employees of NASA are on the spectrum. A lot of your celebrities are also, Chase. I read about them. A lot of them have a slight problem. And that's why they can do that particular job so well. Because if you notice, most of the special needs kids, they're gifted in something. I have some that can sing. I have some that can draw. One little guy could leave me right now and he could go to Disney World and they would hire him. He can draw anything about Mickey Mouse and he does it so well. His drawings are beautiful. Um, Whatever I have one that's into vintage cars and all he want to talk about is cars and working on cars. That's it and that's all. God gave them a gift too. You just got to find out what it is. I knew Miss R could sing because one morning it was during the Christmas holidays and I was playing Christmas music on the bus for them. Baby, she told me to play whatever song it was and she broke out with it and I was like, oh my God, she got a voice. She does. Just, you got to figure it out. Okay, hey, Andre. Sweetie, okay, y'all are still speaking. To bless the host is $sign Vieta Brown. All blessings are appreciated. Thanks in advance. And I got them to sign the card, and I think I left the card in the car. I will show it the next time out. My kids are learning to be grateful. I explained to all of them that whenever I get donations on my channel, I split it between the gifts that I'm going to give out at the next drawing for the next 1,000 that I get, and also to keep them with snacks because they're hungry in the evening. Do you understand? Yes, I pulled up my chat. I said, this is me chatting with Ms.V. The people who subscribe over here, donate over here, help support you with snacks. They understood, baby. I said, I have a card. I want y'all to sign the card so I can take the card and I can show them that y'all appreciate the money that they give me so I can buy snacks for y'all. I got to find the card. I think I left it in the car. Show y'all. Okay? So let's wrap this up with this justice thing. That's how we started off anyway. And then I'll read the rest of the comments. Okay? Where was I? I had told y'all about there were 9 justices. 6 of them were appointed by Republican presidents and 3 of them by Democratic presidents. Okay, Biden, when he was in office, he only appointed 1, and that's the person named Jackson Brown. She has 2 last names. Ronald Reagan has appointed the largest number of federal judges when he was in office. And then that would be followed by Clinton. William Henry Harrison died 3 days after inauguration. And he was the president that did not appoint any Supreme Court justices throughout history. Righty. Now let me I don't want to miss y'all. I was here with Chase was saying about the people at NASA on the spectrum too. They're probably good at exploration, space exploration. That's their biggest thing. Now, I'm going to tell you about a young lady down there who I know quite well. She used to be a client of mine when I was in the beauty shop. She was put in special ed as a kid because she had a speech impediment. And she still stutters today. She is an engineer at NASA, probably coming up on retirement because she was in her mid to late 30s when I did her hair. I haven't been in the hair business going on now close to 20 years, so that would make her in her late 50s. So she might be coming close to retiring down there. But this girl excelled to the top of the ladder, and I brought her to my church when we had back to school as a speaker for the children to let them know, don't let people place you in a box when you're young, because you can grow out of those things. And even though, like I say, she still stutters today, it had nothing to do with her brain, baby. Nothing whatsoever. She's been down there at that Space Center, and then they also put her on a special project, and they moved her to Huntsville, Alabama, to that program they had there, and then brought her back. And she making buku money down there too. I did a couple of astronauts' hair when I was in the beauty shop because I was right down the street from there, and word of mouth spread fast. And Mae Jemison is retired now, and I'm not sure if the other lady is still there or not, because they haven't been really doing a whole lots down there where we can see. They may be doing something behind the scenes, but not a lot that we know about. Okay. Let me move on down. Hey, Princess Strickland, how you doing, sweetie? I think I spoke to you, but I'm not for sure. Miss Jackie Johnson. Um, Ken Pooh, good evening to you, and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Okay, this is TNT. I have gotten my injection in my spine today. I am just in a lot of pain with my back and my spine. Hopefully it'll kick in the medicine that they put in there. Usually when I get my injections in my bad knees, bone on bone knees, it works. I leave out the doctor's office and I can run down the steps. But I'm sure each injection for different body parts is probably different. It may take the medicine longer to kick in, and a lot of it depends on your body. So let's just pray, cross our fingers that it all works out, TNT. Because pain ain't no joke. I might have it turned off. The nose gets on my nerves at times, late night. Okay. The noise gets on your nerves late nights. I don't hear nothing when I go to sleep. When I'm asleep, I am asleep. Corsicana, Texas is south of Dallas. Oh, because I never really heard of Corsicana, to be honest. And I've been here since, in and out since 78 era. Okay. I'm going to have to remember that. Been to Dallas many, many, many times. Yes, it is always a job out here all the time. Yeah, if people wanted work, but if you don't really want to work, you ain't looking for no job. And then a lot of people are just not going to do dirty hand jobs. They want to push a pencil, but they're not qualified to push that pencil. So they just won't work. Live off the system. Live off a woman. Whatever they can find to get money from. And that's a sad man now. I shouldn't even call him a man. That's a little boy right there. If you won't get up and work, a man that don't work won't eat. Now, that's what the Bible said. I can say it. Hope you get to feeling better, TNT. Prayers for you from Princess. Valencia, good evening, Ms.V. I have been catching the replays. I'm doing some remodeling and it's been a mess. Always, because you have to live through it. I've been there. But it's finally coming along and it's going to be beautiful when it's over. It's going to be worth all of the dust and dirt and whatever else comes along with it. That was my biggest problem with living in it. It was always dusty from the putting up the sheetrock or the cutting into the walls, into the sheetrock, putting in new electrical plugs and all this other stuff. And it took a while. The last house I remodeled, it took about 6 months because we did the whole house over before we sold it. For every room in it had changed. And we just got back in the back bedroom and we stayed back there and kept the door closed and Lived through it until, we didn't have a kitchen for a long time because they tore out all the cabinets in the kitchen. They tore down a whole wall and opened it up, the living room, dining room, everything. When you walked in, you could see all across the house from the kitchen all the way back to the hall. And it was a lot of work, but they got through it. And the guy, I told y'all about my friend Eric, he was the one who did it. He passed away of cancer not too long ago, but he did a beautiful job on that house. Beautiful. So just hang in there. I know it gets on your nerves because this show got on mine. All that dust got on. Ooh, and then the noise. When you come in the evening, they still working until 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even want to go home. Aqua Blue is in the building. Hey, how you doing, Ms.V? If Trump wins, he says he will put Judge Cannon at the Justice Department. The devil is a liar. She dismissed his document case. See, that's what it's all about with him. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. But is it right? That's the thing about people these days. They don't care if it's right or wrong or who it hurts in the wrongness. We got to get away from that. Why should I? Because I got hurt. Why should I want to hurt y'all? That doesn't make any sense to me when y'all ain't had nothing to do with it whatsoever. I can't with that. Call me weird, but I cling when around artistic or mental clients. I don't. And a lot of them you can tell that they are. It doesn't bother me. Mm-mm. I know you got to be careful around them. Just like I said today, I'm looking down and I'm doing my attendance, and all of a sudden she done popped me in the head hard too. I saw stars for a minute, and you got to be patient and you got to think she really didn't mean it, and then she gonna turn around and let you know. But take me to the jail or the prison, I can handle my clients. Those I can't handle. Mm-mm. I ain't never ever went to no prison to visit nobody. The only time I went into the jail is up there to see one of them brothers when they were up there. I'd take them some food, or I come to town and I just stop by and say hello. Mm-mm. I ain't never went back in the cell. Seen them, but I don't have no use for them. They up there for a reason. And see, it's something for everybody. That's your thing. And artistic children are my thing. I take abuse off of them. But that jail stuff, no, Dealing with bad folks is my calling. Well, you can have them bad folks. You did that. You did that for a living. I couldn't have done that. And all my family chose to go in that direction some kind of way. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. And Brittany did for me, and I appreciate that. Hey, Miss Mary, good evening. How you doing? Where you been, sugar? I ain't seen you in a long time. You're so sweet, Ms.V. You have got a heart of gold. I've been told that a lot. In fact, one of the guys from church called me last night because I hadn't been singing in the choir. He's a deacon down there, and he was like, "Where you been? Girl, you got the energy. You better get on back up there." And I'm like, I got to get the voice straight first. I did go out and buy the tambourine. I bought a new one because I threw the other one away. But they always tell me I bring a lot of energy. And I'm just being me, so I don't see it. Um, what's beautiful, Alex? I'm behind. Thank you, Sting. I appreciate that. Let me heart it. Y'all hit that heart too. And the like button for Sting. Thank you. My kids appreciate it. Hey, Miss Lilette, you done made another one. Thank you, sugar. Ms. V, that's so sweet of you doing that for the kids. God bless you. I've been doing it now for a year and a few months, ever since I've been on there. And every day when I go in, I have my two little bags of whatever I bought. Like tomorrow will be popcorn for them. Today was chips. And I make sure that my elementary kids get food or some kind of snack because we don't pick them up until between 4:15 and 4:30. Some of them, the last ones, don't get off the bus until an hour and 10 minutes later. They haven't eaten since 11 o'clock. And whatever they had in their lunch, it's gone. Very rarely do they have something to snack on in there. And now they're at that place where they'll come in and they'll buckle up and they'll start looking at me as I'm doing my little attendance. I can see them looking and I'm like, I'm coming, I'm coming. Let me see who's here, which direction we got to go in, because we go on a route to take them home. And if somebody's missing, that means we're not going to their house. We're going to the next house on the route. So I'm getting it together so Miss Diana know who's on the bus and which way we're going to go. And they're up there waiting on me to get through. And the day when I said cupcakes, they thought they had a party going on there. That sugar had them wild. I was like, Miss Diane, can you drive a little faster? They driving me crazy. I already been hit in the head today. I can't take too much more. That's the way it goes though, y'all. There she is. Hey, to just say, hey, Princess, I don't know if I spoke to you. Alex is saying, thank you for the blessing, and I appreciate it also. I tell you, I wish so much I could film them where y'all could see when they get their little snacks. It's like, it's a party on the bus for the elementary. The high school, not so much. The girls are watching their figures now. They trying to talk to the little guys. So, no, I don't want any sweets. I'm okay, sugar. And, they're much older. And the junior high, they are kind of picky. It's certain things they like and certain things they don't like. And a lot of them are into textures. If they don't like the texture on their tongue, they're not going to eat it. So you got to kind of figure out what they like and what they don't like. Some of them like Oreos. Some of them don't. Some of them don't like the cream filling and stuff. Some of them would just prefer potato chips. Some of them, like the one that popped me today, she only wants popcorn. That's her favorite snack, popcorn. So they sell a big bags of popcorn at the Family Dollar right across from me. And I think it's like $1.50 for that great big bag. So I'll always go over there and get 2 great big bags. And then I have the Ziploc bags. So I just open it up, pour some in the Ziploc bag, zip it up, and let them go. And they happy. And they be, Ms.V, you need some more Ziplocs? I'm like, no, baby, we got plenty of Ziplocs. Because otherwise, if I put it in a napkin, it's going to be all over the floor. But they can eat it out the Ziploc bag, and what they don't eat, they can zip it back up. So I'll be trying to think for them also. All righty. Yes, it is different, but it does help. But the first day, I am always sore, but it does help. And that's good. Whatever takes the pain away. Memberships are available. It is not required, but it is greatly appreciated. To obtain a badge, hit that join button or the $ and join up. That just knocked me out. Somebody just donated. Lady JJ, not much between YouTube and for the kids. However, sending it with love. Thank you. I'm liking it and hearting it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I promise my kids do too. I'm going to have to bring Miss Diane on so she can tell y'all how them kids act when they get the snacks. And I told them, I said, now I take the money and I give it to y'all. So, yesterday I asked them to write a thank you note for y'all. That didn't work out too well. I had to rethink that and go out and get a card. But today, every last one of them was putting their little name on there. And then I read the card to them, what it said. And if they could write, you wait till you see the card. Some of it is car box letters. Some of it is tiny, tiny, tiny. But they appreciate it. Trust me, they do. Yes, it is different. But okay, I read yours. That one. Yeah, I know where Corsicana, about 50 to 60 miles south of Dallas, on Highway 45. 45 leaves out of Houston and goes straight into Dallas. So I've had to pass it and didn't even recognize it. Lady JJ? Okay, next time. Though my high school and I used to help with children, and I always have had patience with children, and that is my gift. Because I almost went down to the church tonight to help with the kids down there. They have Wednesday night Bible study for them, but they feed them down there also. And my girlfriend, Velas, who also works with me at the bus station, is down there. And she, like last week, she did chicken nuggets and french fries for them. And she always give them some kind of little snack because by the time they leave there, it's almost 8 o'clock at night. So they've already been home. They've done their homework. And I'm sure they had something. But it just seemed like, give them something else. Because they weren't home all this time for a whole hour from 7 to 8. They were down there with us and they look forward to that. You don't have to give them much. Okay. Hey, Miss Wanda Clayton, how you doing? My daughter's house is an open format. Okay. She built a house, I remember last year. Please subscribe, and that is my channel name. Alex has put it in there for you, so all you got to do is just hit it. That's it. I appreciate it. Don't have to like you. Drink you pickle juice. Take the cramps away. I didn't even see her in here. I'm sorry I didn't speak, but I didn't see you. I probably skipped over you when it jumped. Yes, Ms.V, she had his back the whole time. I watched the whole case live daily. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully it won't happen. Bill Gates was the guy I was trying to think of the other day who gave Kamala, he donated $50 million to her campaign. Somebody put in the chat Elon Musk, but no, it was Bill Gates I was trying to think of. So she has the backing of a whole lot of people with money this time. And she also has the backing of a lot of Republicans who are not voting for him this time. So hopefully it'll all work out in the end where we can kind of see some changes that will benefit us, because I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't see nothing that he's going to do that's going to benefit us, because a man's mind just ain't where it should be. He rambles and he just all over the place, and he's saying things he ain't got no business, and he's tired, and he's telling the people how many more campaign rallies I got to do. He's just not into this. It's more so a power move for him and to help his cronies this time around. And I'm thinking this man is going to be too old to be off, and he'll be 83 when he leave office if he get in there. Can you imagine if he's saying this now, what he's going to be saying then? I can't with that. They don't believe in the Lord. Tyler, a lot of people don't, and a lot of people fake it, but you can't really fake it with him. You really can't. He knows us. He created us in his own image, so they can stop trying. And then you can hear in their speech and what that character is all about, what comes out the mouth. That says a lot about who you are, and you're not going to be able to keep it up if it ain't real. Judge Joe Brown allegedly is not for the Democrats. He's got his own choice, Lady JJ. He can do what he wants to do. But maybe he got some pull over there on the other side, because, they do this all the time. Exchange and do that thing. Princess Strickland, that's good to know. No problem, TNT. I love praying for people. Exactly. Doesn't cost nothing. Intercessory prayer is always helpful too. You did the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Okay. Tap your phone screen twice. Hit that like button. That helps to keep me in the algorithm so you can get your notifications if you got that bell on. I appreciate that. Chase, bless you and bless the children. Bless you all. Thank you, Chase. Miss V, folks know good people when they see them. Thank you, Vanessa. And I appreciate all of the memberships over here. As I'm going down, that's what I'm seeing is members. And that really means a lot. It really does. It helps support the channel. Your heart is beautiful, Miss V. Thank you, Alex. I love your spirit and wisdom, Ms. V. Thank you, Lady JJ. Chase, thank you for all the roses. Tyler, the Lord will have his day. We stay faithful. We stay strong. Yes, if you're going to say power to it, power to him, okay? We have no school tomorrow. We don't have school the Monday after Halloween. I just found that out today. I think Halloween is on that Friday and we don't come back that Monday. So we'll have a 3-day weekend after next week, which is a good thing. Every now and then you need a day off to recuperate and revive and come back to life again. Love the art on your wall. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. I never have the camera right. I bought another camera and I done tore that one up already. Well, not tore it up, but it came back apart. He didn't have it tight enough for me. So I got to take it back over there and let him put it back together again because I'm not good at that kind of stuff. That's not my forte, putting stuff together. Um, yes, honor and praise be to his majesty, Father God, his majesty, the Holy Ghost, and the majesty Jesus Christ. Ooh, we thank you for that. Special needs children are so precious. They just need extra care and a lot of love. You are doing something special, Miss V. I love what I do, and I love those children to death. I see some of my children, they're on a different bus. We had them last year and they're on a different bus, but they pass by the window and they knock on the window and they wave and they remember you, and that means a lot to me. Or either they come to the door, hey, Ms. V, and I'll be like, hey, y'all being good? Yes, ma'am. And they at the high school this year. Well, we had them at the junior high last year, but it means a lot to see them. And I ask them on the bus sometimes, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And they'll tell me different things they want to do. So they do have a goal in mind. Like one girl told me she just want to work in a restaurant and she'll be able to do that. Another one said he wanted to work on cars. He loves them. He will learn it. Believe me. I have another one that says that he wants to be a security guard. He'll be able to do it. He's big and he's strong and he's not severe. He's mild to moderate, okay? I think he'll do good. And he has a great temperament. So they have goals in life that they want to achieve also, and that's a blessing. They just need guidance and they need people to keep them focused. Miss V, what you and Miss M eat today? We went to IHOP again. She wanted to go to IHOP. So I had an omelet and Texas toast. And she had biscuits with gravy. She had French toast. What else, Miss Margaret? Eggs and bacon. She had a big old breakfast and she ate it all with a little bit of tiny self. Oh, Lord, I done pinned the comment without trying. Okay, Miss V, okay, your blessings is appreciated. Thank you so much. Miss V, kids will be so excited receiving their snacks. Yes, they do. If you can only just see the smile on their face, even if they can't communicate, they smile. And that means a lot. They are happy. And the days when they're not so happy, it hurts them and it hurts me. When she hit me today, she immediately came to her senses. She said, oh, I'm so sorry, Miss V. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. What's wrong with me? And she started questioning herself. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I understand. And I do. You have to. It's from the heart, Alex. Yes, it is. We are on our way to 9K. All right, Alex. Let's go then. I'm ready. Hey, Candy Jones, it's been a minute. You better speak. Hey, Ms. V, I've been listening in and hit the like button. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate that. Okay. Halloween is Thursday. Okay, so we will work that Thursday and Friday, and be off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That'll be our 3 days. Okay. Thank you, Sting. Power to His Majesty Jesus. Yes, indeed. I got some praying people over here, too. I like that. There's power in the blood. You better speak. Aaron, do you guys have a dentist in Houston? We do. We have a lot of them. You like dentists? I don't go there that often. My niece, when she was living with me, when I first came out here, my niece was living with me. And supposedly comforting me through my grief of losing my brother and my husband. And she was good to have company in the house. She's living on her own now and doing well. But she loved dinners, and we would go to dinners all the time for breakfast. Life of 3 in 1. Yes, my son loves animals and gets along so well with them. They normally do, and they like little stuffed animals too. I don't know if your son has gotten into the stuffed animals, how old he is, but Christmas we gave him all a stuffed animal. And if they don't have a big stuffed animal, they'll have a little stuffed animal attached to their book bag. He volunteers at the animal shelter and hope to work there one day. See, I told you they have a gift, and he's found his. He likes the animals. Mental health is a serious. A woman from Canton, Ohio, arrested eating a cat and killed it. She had a cat hair and blood all in her mouth. Sad mental health. Oh my God, Miss Audrey. That's really sad. You have a dentist in Corsicana. I'm assuming you like it. Okay, I wasn't really that involved with the dentists back in the day. They were a little bit on the prejudice side here in this area. And not too many blacks traded with them. They were brought to the forefront on that. Black people would go in there and sit at the table forever, and it would take them forever to get waited on. Finally, they had some mishaps in there. Well, black people wasn't taking it no more. And they got their act together now. It's cool. It's just like going in the IHOP or any other fast food chain breakfast place. Good evening, Jay Gill. Jay Gill, you coming in, and Ms.V is going out. We have talked about a many little thing over here tonight, so please catch the replay. We've talked about the Supreme Court justices and how they are there for life unless somebody decides that they don't want them there, and the president can't do it. So I guess it would come up for a vote. It hasn't happened in our lifetime, so I really don't know. We talked about the special needs kids over here tonight. Just got into conversations that we wanted to talk about. Football. So catch the replay. I'm sure it's something in there you can get something from. Oh, wow. I'll catch the replay. I love your topics of convo. Okay, I appreciate that, Jay Gill. But I got one more day to go to work, and that is tomorrow. So I need to go find something to put out for in the morning, because if I got to look for it in the morning, I'm going to be late. So get my things out for in the morning. Clean up a little bit in the kitchen where I left some things in there from this morning. And I'll see you good people tomorrow. How about that? Y'all take care. Hit that like button on the way out. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Love you to pieces. Thanks for the donation for my kiddos. And I'll see you good people tomorrow. Y'all have a good night and a peaceful night's rest. Until then, later.